Hi guys, it's Cindy. I'm here doing some book reviews for you guys. I know I haven't done a book review since September, so I'm going to talk about all the books that I have read since then. In this video, just a recap of the first 4 books that I read this fall, and as well as show you 3 books that I plan on reading next. And I'm not going to show you all the books I plan on reading next because there's just too many. On top of the fact that I haven't read all the books I mentioned in my last video, I also have bought like a huge amount of books over this holidays, and then I'm going to go through and review all the other books that I read. And I'm going to have to do that in a couple of videos because I don't just want to like show them. So in this one I'm just going to talk about the first 4 between the beginning of September and mid-November. And that was just the last 4 of the Harry Potter books. So Goblet of Fire and Order of the Phoenix and Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows. So I read these in anticipation of the movie coming out because I really wanted to have them all reread to see the movie kind of like the last movie in a sort of re-energized into the Harry Potter world way. So I watched all the movies leading up to the last movie, and I hadn't seen Half-Blood Prince, so I was really excited to watch that. It was amazing. And then I started reading all the books in the summertime. And the first 3 are really thin. They're like, these are like double books compared to the first 3. So I read them all like each in a day. So I thought, it won't take me that long to get through the whole series. And then, I don't know, I guess because of fall television coming back on, and there's just so many new shows and stuff that I was getting into, and like television on DVD all comes out at the end of the summertime. And so I was like watching that and then just like enjoying the last of the nice weather, and I ended up like just not reading. I didn't read almost anything for those first 2.5 months, and it took me that long to get through these. And I probably wouldn't even done it if I didn't have that deadline of like mid-November when the movie was coming out. And I saw the movie. It was amazing. Like, I could see how some people, if you weren't that into the Harry Potter world, wouldn't really like it that much, but I loved it, and I thought Ron was like the standout in the movie, and of course Dobby, who's amazing. Amazing, so sad. Anyway, Prisoner of Azkaban is my favorite Harry Potter just because I love Sirius and Lupin. Seeing Snape when he was a kid and seeing how he interacted with like Harry's dad, James, and the backstory of the characters and how everything started. In that book there's a lot of Quidditch, and it's just, I don't know, there isn't as much in the other books. I feel like that's the last of the kind of innocence of Harry is in that book. And I think the best book is Order of the Phoenix, and Deathly Hallows is amazing. I can't say it's my favorite because too many people die in this book. It's just too sad. Probably the most heartbreaks come in these 2 books when it comes to deaths. I have characters dying that I really like. You really see Harry step up in this book and become like the champion that he's going to be, and how he couldn't have done it without the rest of the Order, Hermione and Ron and Neville and Luna and everyone else that's in this book. I think it just lays the foundation to who Harry and the kids become. And then obviously everything happens in this book. Everything comes to head and the big final battle, and I'm so looking forward to the last movie. I'm sad that it's over, but amazing, amazing book. So now to the 3 books that I'm going to be reading next. So I have Red Riding Hood. The book is by Sarah Blakely Cartwright. It has a foreword from Catherine Hardwicke, who directed the movie, which stars Amanda Seyfried. It's supposed to be like a remake of Red Riding Hood, with the wolf being a werewolf and all of those types of books that are very popular right now. I love it. I mean, I grew up with Night World. Like, that's epic to me. Like, when I was in high school, I read all the Night World books. I read Vampire Diaries, Secret Circle. Like, Secret Circle is my favorite, and Dark Visions, and Night World. I wasn't really a big fan of Vampire Diaries in book form, even though I love the show. I think it's so well done, especially this season is like unbelievably good. So if you haven't seen Vampire Diaries, like, get on the friggin' streaming sites and watch that, or, watch the CW on Thursdays. But I love, like, the whole vampire, werewolf, witch world. It's just something that always appeals to me. I love Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. Like, I love True Blood. I've read all the books. Like, so this stuff's really appealing to me, and I know that this is a teen book, so it's going to be a super easy read, but it just looks really cute. I like the cover a lot, and sometimes that helps me pick books, is the cover. It'll be a quick read, but I like to have some, more intense books and some like quick reads, because sometimes you just want a break and you want something like really fluff, like easy and fun to read. And This is more of that for me. So I'm going to be reading this one next. I just finished like a really intense book, so I feel like I need a break. And then the other one I'm going to be reading is called Inside of a Dog. What Dogs See, Smell, and Know. It's by Alexandria Horowitz. And the reason I'm reading this is because I'm going to Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in April, and I just wanted to read a little bit more about animal behavior. I read a lot of Cesar Millan stuff. I really have a passion for it, even though I currently don't have a dog. I really want one. And I want to be a better dog owner and just know a little bit more about everything. And I don't know, I'm contemplating maybe pursuing this in the future as a career. It's not what I was planning on doing, but I have been thinking about it more and more. It's basically from a psychologist's point of view and kind of looking into what dogs really think about. And obviously no one really knows because people don't actually speak with animals, but I just think it would be a really interesting read. And so, yeah. Kind of gives you an idea what goes into their behavior. So I'm reading that. And then the other book I want to talk about is called Style Diaries, and it is a book about fashion blogs, which I haven't read yet, but I've kind of like flipped through, but it has like photographs and little profiles on all these different fashion bloggers, and I just feel like a lot of them I know, but then a lot of them I don't know, and I thought it would be great to pick up and then read about like different bloggers and find new blogs. And let's see if I can show you. Obviously there's Susie Bubble. She's probably, I mean, her and I think Agate from Style Bites were the two like real people who started the fashion blog style blog thing, at least for me, that they were the two that really caught me at first, like back in 2006 2007. There's Crystal from What is Reality Anyway? Yeah, there's lots, like there's tons, but there's Tagrid. I'm not huge on these fashion books. I have the Sartorialist one. But this one looked like it was something a little bit different and kind of like cool because it's, you know, my peers as a fashion blogger myself. So yeah, check it out if you're interested in fashion blogs. And just to put this out there in case you guys are into fashion blogs and don't know that I have one because you're watching these videos for more of like the book review side of things. I do have a fashion blog. It's called truenorthstyle.blogspot.com. Well, it's called True North Style. And all the links to my blogs are in the bottom bar. I also have a Tumblr and I have a Twitter for my blog. So if you want to check it out, you can check it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon with book reviews. Bye. Oh, and please tell me what you're reading, what you're loving. Put it in the comments below. And if you have read these and you want to comment on them, tell me what you thought. Tell me what you liked. I always like the feedback and doing our own little book club here. So please leave your comments below. Okay, bye.